Hey folks, Craig Danger, vinyl record player here. I'm going to do a little segment I call To the Garage with You, where I take records that I purchased and assign them to the garage. I either don't like them, or they sound terrible, or many a reason why I would take a record and assign it to the garage, where maybe I expose it later, maybe I don't. But enough of the preamble, buckle up. And okay, here we are. We're gonna do the To the Garage with you. I got a big pile. Basically, the first 3 months of the year for me were, let's just call them completely insane in terms of accumulation of records. So time for me to pay the piper. Some of these big dogs are going to the garage, but you know what? That's really okay. It might not surprise you. Gap Band 5 jamming. Yeah. I mean, the outfits alone are telling me, oh, Craig, you better watch out. But as a comedy record, I thought, well, this is hitting on all spots. Again, back to the, leather pants with the pink suit? You know I'm all about that. But the Gap Band, heavy user of machines. There's not a lot that isn't electronic on this record, frankly. And yeah, just don't dig it. VC legend, The Waxed, often talks about Charlie Wilson, member of the Gap Band. Yeah, if he sounds like this, I don't know that I'll ever be a Charlie Wilson fan. I gotta be honest. Could also be, again, that I'm just not ready for that electro-funk dropped by the Gap Band. Anyway, I didn't think jamming was that jamming. I thought, you know what? Perhaps it's time I jam this into the garage. And that's what I'm gonna do. What do we got here? A little band called Hot. This was big up by a few folks that I watch on the VC, and yeah, couldn't. I found it was light in a like a crystal light kind of way, like there was aspartame in this record. Very kind of identikit disco, nothing spectacular or interesting about it. This one's in shrink, but I honestly don't know. This is one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know that I'm ever going to be into Hot. And I mean, with the name Hot, you're thinking, okay, and the ladies they're fine, but yeah, there's nothing hot, honestly, about this. It is, I mean, I guess I got the hype sticker there. Anyway, To the Garage with your Hot and your, it doesn't matter. It's going to the garage. Oh, yeah, no. Great record. Sounds like garbage. I discovered the condition on this thing. This is one of those ones that I actually pulled from the garage, only to discover that the condition was absolute trash. So if I found, like, the cover of this thing is just, looks great. And I'm excited. I would love to hear this record. And I know this record is somewhat available out there. It's just the condition of this is unplayable. So gotta go to the garage. Major Lance. Had a little bit of a hit written by Curtis Mayfield in the 1960s called The Monkey Time, which was a great song. This is his Motown comeback. What are you talking about, like 78? Is that 78 or 76? 78. Oh. You know what? I don't even care. It's not good. I tried. This is, this is basically kind of a third tier sort of soul artist trying to make a comeback. I think he had one or two on Motown. I did not find this compelling. You know, these things happen. Maybe one day I will. This is in decent condition. It was a promo copy, but again, Major Lance, major disappointment, to be honest. But not really. I had a sense, and here I am putting it in the garage. But a bunch of Stanley Clarke albums, actually. They were available on the cheap, beginning to quickly understand why. This is a lot of like sort of fusion sort of jazz. A lot of guitar solos that I would, in mixed company, call a little bit inappropriate. So anyway, I bought like about 3 of his albums. They were like $3 a piece or something. This one, I couldn't even listen to it all the way through. I had to lift the needle. And if I have to lift the needle on your record, you're going to the garage, baby. It just is what it is. All due respect to Stanley, who I'm told is a very great bassist, and, you know, cool looking record. Ooh, not so much with the sounding. Let's just move the cat for a moment. This one was a surprise. I wanted the best because, of course, Prince Philip Mitchell, sort of renowned songwriter, wrote some great songs. I can't think of any off the top, but I do know. I'm pretty sure he wrote a little bit for Betty Wright, among other soul legends. This is his album. I think it's from '79 or '80. I mean, oh, looking cool. Ooh, is it full of machines? A lot of drum machines, a lot of suspect keyboards. This isn't in the worst condition. It is an Atlantic promo, radio station promo, but this was a needle lifter. I couldn't get through it. I was just like, I'm sorry. I apologize, Prince, but your coronation has been delayed, for you are going to the garage. Ooh, this one was just a rabbit. Like, doesn't this look a little bit like a Creedence LP? Anyway, these guys do like old-timey sort of barbershop-y kind of, no, terrible. I have anybody who tells me Revival by the Wedgwood, or is it Wedgwood, but it doesn't matter. Terrible record, terrible. This one looks cool as hell, right? The Ritchie Family, African Queens. Woo! These ladies looking great, but you know what? This is another disco record. This was actually given to me by a friend, yeah, she was giving away a bunch of records. I can see why. There just wasn't much on this record to really excite me. Again, I'm not a straight disco person, but I can get with some good disco. I didn't think that the Ritchie Family, considering the splendorousness of these pictures, a bit of a letdown. Got to assign the Ritchie Family to the garage. Yeah, I got to. Great suits, but the main ingredient just not floating my boat. I wish they were. Obviously, Cuba Gooding Sr., the Mac in this particular group, but I got to make some space, and frankly, this record just wasn't it, despite the amazing suits. You can't always judge a book by its cover, friends. It just is what it is. Speaking of, wish that I could keep this record. This is one of those ones I could even chuck it in the garbage. I didn't even take a proper look at it because it came as part of a deal where I was also scoring a copy of Aretha Franklin from 1967. That one is in good condition. This one has been trashed. Like, it is tough on the Lori label. But yeah, kind of unplayable, unfortunately. If I saw this in the wild in good condition for a good price, I would buy it, though. You're talking Dion in that early sort of classic rock and roll-y period. Again, wish I could keep this, but it's trash. The condition is just too bad to keep. Another one from the friend with the disco. Woo! Express Paradise featuring Vi-Anne. Yeah. Again, disco, not much interesting. Our friend Vi-Anne, also not really multi-octave. I'm going to say maybe, I'm not even sure if she's got an octave worth of singing. Great bow tie, and, again, I like this gentleman's shirt, but, this one, I'm going to chalk it up as a bit of a stinker, and I'm going to move on. Non-stinkers, of course, would be All Directions, Norman Whitfield. Woo! Great record it would be, but wow. This was, I do not know what happened to this record on the Gordy label, but just trashed. This one I could probably, the cover is in amazing condition. I do have another copy of this in much better condition, so I'm unsure if I'm going to keep this sleeve, which is in immensely good condition. The record, however, it was a party ashtray, friends, and there was a lot of smokers, let's just say. So anyway, great LP. Recommend this to anybody. Just can't use it. It's skipping and scratch to hell. This one I just picked up, Dobie Gray. I think this was his second or third album. He had a big hit with the song Drift Away, kind of a 70s classic. It was really kind of MOR, kind of album-y stuff, and yeah, Just a good old song. Not good enough that it could avoid the garage. Just is what it is. Larnell. I just did Larnell, I think, on a vinyl finds. Woo! Larnell is terrible. It's because this is supposed to be a gospel record, and there are a lot of references to a higher power, etc., etc. But the straight up fact is, Larnell, he's not good. He's pretty terrible, friends. And yeah, so Larnell, schmaltzy. And again, I don't even know how to describe this thing. But if you heard this, you would not think gospel. You would think, what's going on? So Larnell, more time in the garage for you. Okay, then we've got Barbara Lewis working on a groupie thing. I actually even said, wow, $5.99. I can't believe it. Reason why? Again, bit of a party trash MF of a record. Unplayable. Just skips from track 1. I gotta get better at this. I'm less, like I said, I'm less in an accumulation mode. Would love to have this record, but again, the condition on this is, the cover does not betray just how absolutely trash this record is. So sorry, Barbara Lewis, you're going to the garage. Look at yourself, Uriah Heep. Great record, but you know what? I have a better copy that I just purchased. In the mirror, it looks a little better. So again, Uriah Heep, look at yourself. Great record if you see it. Not very expensive, a lot of these Uriah Heep records, but very rock and very good. This one was a $3 number. I kind of expected it to be so. This is Joyride from '76. I'm always curious about some of the great soul groups. How well did they do up into those later periods? This is '76. The question asked, the dramatics answer. Wow, this is a funky, excellent record. Problem is, we're talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 skips aside. This is a $3 record, so it's to be expected. But again, I'm not 100% sure that this is even streamable. So if I see Joyride, there's plenty of joy here, people. If I see Joyride in the wild again, I'm gonna buy it. It's a great record, funky, not disco at all, which is what I'm always looking for. Oh, another one. Oh, this is such a great record. The Dells, quickly becoming one of my favorite male groups. Wow. Stay in My Corner. There Is. Show Me. This whole LP is fantastic. Of course, it was in the $3 bin, and ooh, it is terrible. It sounds like trash. This is actually available on the streaming, so I would encourage everyone and anyone to take a listen to There Is. Again, the big hit on this was Stay in My Corner, but this whole album is really, really good. And if I found a copy, I'm not going to find a copy. It's from '68. The likelihood is low. Another one that, I wish. Look at it. Look at the cover. It's great. Bloodstone, '73. Unreal how terrible the condition is. I gotta be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put this one in the garage too. We're coming to our last couple here. Thelma Houston. Listen to this one. It's a bit of a disco album. No, there's nothing on it. I think it charted minorly, and you can tell that the song Smith Regis is in. There's no tunes. This is in fine condition, but I can't get with Thelma. I'm sure you're great, Thelma, but this is not one of her best. This is a skip scenario. You know I love me some Candy Staten, but the skipping, we're dealing with 4 or 5 skips aside. This record is super findable. I think what I get this for $3? Yeah, $3. Very findable. I may consider picking this up. Again, there are better records in Candy's catalog, particularly her early '70s work. And late '60s work on the Fame label. And let's round it off. Wow, I think that was about 20 records. 20 records going in the garage. Woo! Trashing them here. And this one, again, this is a burn. I really want The World Is a Ghetto. And this thing's in shrink, so I was like, oh, it's in shrink, dog. You're good to go. Oh, my God. Oh, it's trash. It's trashed. I mean, it's now in better condition. Better. That's what I'm saying. This is just, It's terrible. It's terrible. However, this cover I'm gonna keep anyway because man, it's just like it's in shrink. But anyway, little episode of To the Garage with you, where I basically say, "Hey, records, you gotta go," because in this case, we had again a lot of. It's important to maintain that I don't hate any of these records. Well, there might be a couple. But frankly, a lot of them are just condition scenarios. I just can't be dealing with records that skip 1,000 times. So again, like, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. You're still watching. That can only be a good thing. We'll catch you on the next one.